Are we ready to go? Shelley or Deb, are we ready? Okay, we'll call the special meeting, May 24th, Stearns County Planning Commission meeting to order. The first order of business is we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll do the roll call of Planning Commission members. If you're here with us, please say something when I call your name. Jason Wienerman.
Here.
Sean Blackburn. Jason Crone.
Here.
Ken Mossman.
Here.
Mike Perrell.
Here.
Rich Blankish.
Here.
Commissioner Persky. Joe is going to join us by phone. Sean Blackburn, are you with us? Okay, we'll wait to see if they join us a little bit later. Heidi's going to explain why we're meeting the way we're meeting. Go ahead, Heidi. Heidi, are you with us?
Hi, this is Sean. I'm here now.
Okay, thanks, Sean. Commissioner Persky, are you with us? Heidi, are you with us? Are you with us now, Heidi? Okay, while you're trying to get Heidi on, I'll explain. I think the reason we're meeting this way is a response to COVID-19. Pursuant Minnesota Statute 12 relating to the emergency management, Governor Walz has declared state of emergency in response to the state of emergency and in accordance with Minnesota State Statute 13D.0021. Planning Commission members and the applicant may participate by telephone or other electronic means. The meeting will be broadcast live, and that's where we're at right now.
Hi, Jeff, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, my headphones must have gone out.
Okay. You actually got me to say that part of the meeting one time now, so that's good.
That'll be probably the last time.
Good job. Okay, our first and only item for the special meeting tonight is a interim use permit application submitted by Kramer Trucking and Excavating on behalf of Daniel and Nicole Lang of Richmond. Heidi, do you want to please read the staff report?
Yep, so to consider an interim use permit application submitted by Kramer Trucking and Excavating, Cold Spring, Minnesota, on behalf of Daniel and Nicole Lang, Richmond, Minnesota, according to sections 4.18, 7.17, and 9.3.6D of Stearns County Land Use and Zoning Ordinance number 439 to operate a mining operation on approximately 11.5 acres in the A40 zoning district. The proposal is located in part of the southwest quarter, southeast quarter, lying east of County Road 71 and south of 223rd Street in Section 19, Wakefield Township. So this is an 11.5 acre mining operation on a 76.8 acre parcel, zoned A40. Part of the property is within the Shoreland Overlay District. However, the area where the mining operation will be is outside of Shoreland. There's wetlands on the property, but the proposed mining operation will not impact those wetlands. Access to the mining operation will be from 223rd Street and then on to County Road 71. And truck hauling signs will be required to be posted for that. The plans for the gravel pit show a 4-foot high berm to be constructed around the mining operation. All the mining setbacks are met and shown on the site plans. The proposed hours of operation are 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. and an informational sign will be required at the entrance of the gravel pit, identifying the hauler and the operator of the gravel pit. Surrounding zoning is A40, R1, and industrial, with a mix of residential and agricultural and industrial uses. The future land use map has this as an agricultural and rural area. Proposed conditions, hours of operation shall be set. They're proposing 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturdays with no mining on Sundays or holidays. Set an expiration date. The applicants are requesting 24 months. We've suggested December 31st of 2023 to be the expiration. The applicant shall submit and maintain a financial guarantee in the amount of $40,250 to ensure reclamation of the site. Truck hauling signs shall be posted during times of hauling. All performance standards contained in section 7.17 of ordinance 439 shall be met. And an informational sign is required at the entrance to the gravel pit and must be clearly visible from the public road and indicate the name and phone number of the property owner, site operator, and hauling contractor. And that's all that I have.
Okay, thanks, Heidi. We'll do a roll call of who visited the site. So if you did visit the site, when I call your name, say yes. Jason Wienerman,
No.
Sean Blackburn,
Yes.
Jason Crone,
Yes.
Ken Mossman,
Yes.
Mike Burrell,
Yes.
Rich Blankish,
Yes.
Joe Persky, are you with us?
Yes.
you-
My technological skills just caught up to me.
Perfect. Did you visit the site?
Yes.
Perfect. And I did as well. Notice how fast Jason Wienerman caught on. I didn't say if you didn't go, say no. He did that all by himself. I never told him what to do. Good job, Jason. Applicant introductions. I'm told that the Langs might be with us and Jeff Kramer is with us. So who's ever with us from the applicant, please state your name and address for the record.
Kramer, 20665 County Road 2, Cold Spring.
And the first part cut out, you said Jeff Kramer, correct?
Correct, Jeff Kramer.
Yep, got it. And are Langs with us?
I don't believe so.
Okay, good. Anything you want to add, Jeff, to the staff report?
Our goal with this gravel pit is it's for the primary purpose of County Road 71 reconstruction. So I know there were some complaints or maybe not complaints, concerns about maybe long-term use and traffic dust. All of this is going to coincide with the County Road 71 reconstruction project that is already underway.
And somebody's going to ask it, so I may as well. Is this a 2-year project, Jeff?
So I put 24 months on there because pending weather this fall, the county might opt to put the last lift of pavement on next year.
Okay.
So we wanted to have the ability to have the pit be closed after the project is completed.
Got it. Anything else you want to add to the request, Jeff?
No.
Okay. Is there anybody with us from the public that would want to share something on this? We do have a email. If someone's with us waiting to say something, we're going to read this email and then you'll need to say something. Heidi, you want to go ahead and read that?
Yep, and I actually have 3 emails that we've received, so I'll just go through all of them.
Got it.
The first one, we are opposed to the mining operation because of all the traffic, the heavy equipment driving by, ruining the roads, all the dust and debris it will cause, and all the noise it will make. Please, no mining operation. From Ben Pyram. The next one, my wife and I oppose granting Kramer Trucking and Excavating on behalf of Daniel and Nicole Lang an interim use permit to operate a mining operation ordinance number 439. Some of our concerns are, since many trees will be removed for the reconstruction of County Road 71, the proposed mining site will be in full view of our home and property, which will definitely decrease the value of our home and property. The noise and activities of the proposed mining site will result in the loss of the peace and quiet of country living. We are concerned that the swamp adjacent to the mining site will be environmentally damaged. Please consider our request, James and Lyola Dold. And the last one we got, we are Scott and Laura Thomas. We are adjacent homeowners directly north of the proposed mining operation. We are very concerned about the effects this operation will have to our land and home. How will our water supply be protected? How deep is the mining operation going to go? What are they actually going to be doing at the site? Our well already does not have a lot of water per minute. How deep will they be mining? Will they be pumping water out of the ground? Will there be a water pit that will drain into the ground? What about water contamination? What safeguards will be in place to protect our water supply? What will be the control procedure for dust? What are the hours of operation and the noise levels allowed? How long is the operation expected to last? Will they be working on the weekends? Who do we contact if we have issues with these things I mentioned above? Who will enforce any of the safeguards that will be in place to protect the surrounding homeowners and property owners? We look forward to finding out more about this operation. Thank you, Scott and Laura Thomas. Mr. Chair, we did, Jennifer in our office did respond to that last email answering most of their questions. I can go through a list of those answers if you want. A lot of it's in the application and in the packet already.
Right. I was just going to ask if someone did respond. That's foresightful. Thank you. It's proactive. So you did answer them. If any planning commission wants the answers, they can ask. Jennifer can maybe share a copy of the email. I assume she did it by email.
Yep, it was by email. And Deb did say we don't have anybody online to speak.
Got it. And so those were the only 3 correspondences that we had.
Correct.
No one's online, so a motion to close the public hearing would be in order.
I will make that motion to close the public hearing. This is Rich.
Okay. Thanks, Rich.
This is Sean. I'll second it. Ooh.
Okay. Rich moves to close the public hearing. Sean seconds it. If you're in favor of closing the public hearing, say aye. Any discussion, by the way? If not, when I call your name, say aye. Jason Wienerman.
Aye.
Sean Blackburn.
Aye.
Jason Crone.
Aye.
Ken Mossman.
Aye.
Mike Perrell.
Aye.
Rich Blankish.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Public hearing is closed. Anything you want to respond to, Jeff, in regards to those emails? Any clarification or anything that you have to offer?
Yeah, I'll just kind of reiterate. As far as Jim and Lyola Dold, again, we're gonna match up with the County Road 71 reconstruction project. We will not affect the lowland swamp in any way. Everything will be burned off. Everything will be seeded when we're done. There will be no water discharged into the swamp. As far as Scott and Laura Thomas, seems to be a lot of concern about water. We will not have a well on the site. That's not our goal. We are not going to be washing gravel on the site. We would simply be stripping the topsoil and processing the gravel for the project. Noise levels, obviously there's always noise with crushing and operations like this. We'll try to minimize those to the best of our ability. The hours of operation, as stated, it is not our intention to work Saturdays, but we want to have the ability if we need to, so we can get the project done on time. And as far as the heavy equipment and ruining the roads, again, this lines up with the reconstruction project. We're not looking to have this be a long-term source.
Is the main road that you're going to be using, Jeff, is it the County Road 17 that you're going to be using?
County Road 71. So there's a driveway.
Or 71, I mean.
To County Road 71. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So all traffic would go on to 71, which is obviously under construction anyways.
So Heidi or Shelley, even though we're not supposed to be worried about this, it's the county now this time. The state signs off on that the road is, back to normal use, which I don't know how they're reconstructing this road, so I don't know what the issue would be, but the state still does get involved and signs off on this, right? Is that the way it works?
I'm not sure if the state is involved with, since it's a county road.
Well,
Yeah, I
because
think it would be
they're
just-
involved in they're involved in the township roads. That's why I was curious.
Oh, sure.
The
I
state
know.
signs off on the township roads.
Okay, so that was, with that township one, it was for a state project. It was,
Okay.
I think they were working on, I believe, Highway 55. So
Okay.
that might have been why the state was involved on that one. On the
Got it.
township road part, since it was a state project, but they were accessing through a township road. Otherwise, this one, I believe, will just be signed off by the county highway department when it's all done.
Got it. Any questions from members?
Mr. Chair, Jeff, I've got a question. It was unfortunate maybe for you guys that my unmute button works now. My question is, Jeff, as far as when you're complete with the project, the reclamation, are you going to put that black dirt back on and then seed? What's the contours going to look like? Is it going to be a bowl? Is it going to be a pit? Is it going to be a hill? What's the land going to look like once you're all done?
It would be sheet 3 of 4 of the maps that are included, or sheet 4 of 4 would show it as well. The goal is, yes, we would push the black dirt back in place. It would be depressed in that area. We would keep the water from flowing off, and it would be seeded back in whatever the landowner chooses. Currently, it's in alfalfa.
Okay, thank you.
This is Commissioner Blankish. I got a question for Jeff Kramer. In discussion with Jody Teich, Mr. Persky had a discussion with her. She referred that there's a possibility that some spoils may be put in the pit as they're building the road and you're processing the gravel. What are spoils? That's what I'm curious. What is considered spoils when they're rebuilding a road?
Just the excess material generated from the reconstruction project.
That would not be old culverts or anything like that, correct?
No, all that debris would be recycled.
Okay, that takes care of my question. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions, members? If not,
Mr. Chair, Mike Crowell here.
go ahead, Mike.
The only condition I'd like to put on is I know black dirt is a pretty precious commodity when it comes to restoring that pit, and I would like to have a condition that no topsoil will be removed from the pit for the project. That way there'd be something left to reconstruct the pit when they're done.
Okay.
Question
With
here.
that, before we move on, Jeff, would that be a problem? Not removing any of the black
No.
dirt from the site?
Not a problem at all. That was our intention, is the topsoil that we strip would become our berms. And then when we're done, the berms would get pushed back across the site.
Got it. Heidi, you want to make sure and add that as a condition then?
Yep, I'll make that condition number 7.
Number 7, yes. Okay, Jason?
Yeah, kind of a technical question related to the black dirt. So if this is open for 2 years, is there any concern about fertility of that black soil? Does it have to be, is there anything we have to do to maintain the fertility of that soil, or can it be stored for 2 years with no concerns?
There should be no concerns. They might need to fertilize they fertilize every year if it's crop farmed. But no, there's not a concern.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Anything else by members? not, we'll go to the findings. Number one, is the proposal consistent with the zoning ordinance? Why or why not?
Mr. Chair, Jason Crone, it is consistent with land use and zoning ordinance number 439, sections 4.18, 7.17, and 9.3.6B.
Number two, does the proposal conform to the comprehensive plan of the county? List applicable sections.
Mr. Chair, Jason Crone, again, I believe under the nature goals, protect the county's aggregate resources and provide for reasonable economic use of aggregate.
Number three, is the proposal compatible with the existing neighborhood? Why or why not?
Mr. Chair, Jason Wienerman here. The surrounding neighborhoods consisting home sites, ag lands, and some other facilities. So it's not consistent with the existing feature, but I believe following the removal of the gravel and the finalization of the highway, it'll be returned to a condition that will return to compatibility with the neighborhood.
Before I go to number four, I forgot on the site reviews. Heidi, did you get a chance to do the site review? It says to be determined.
Yes, I did get out there last week, Wednesday.
Got it. Okay. Number four, how has the applicant demonstrated that standards and criteria stated in the ordinance will be satisfied? Well, I guess I would say just by the history of the Kramers, I'm not aware of any complaints or issues. Heidi, has there ever been any complaints or issues of any of their operating pits?
Not that I'm aware of. I could look into that and let you guys know, but not that I can think of off the top of my head.
So I guess that's the demonstration that they understand what needs to be done. And obviously it's a county project, so the county is going to be overlooking it. 5, other issues pertinent to the matter, township, city input. No city input. I don't think I saw anything from the township either.
No, we didn't receive anything from the township.
Federal, state, local permits. The list of criteria has identified those. Environmental concerns, groundwater, surface water, air quality, wellhead protection areas. I think we addressed those.
Yeah, we addressed those.
Information submitted regarding the impact property values. We did not receive anything. Public health, safety, traffic generation impacts during the construction. Obviously, there will be an appropriate.
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead, Jason.
Go back to the property values. We did have one of the public comment letters did express concern about the property values, but we have no documentation for how that would play out in the long term.
Correct. That's what I guess I meant. We received no documentation in regards to that, just an opinion. Got it. Traffic generation. The next one would be public service and facilities, including schools, parks, streets, and utilities. Really won't affect.
Yeah. Mr. Chair, Jason Crone, I think minimal. I mean, this is, again, part of a road construction project that's located about as close to the construction project as you can get. So I'd say that it's probably minimizing some of those other concerns.
Financial assurance required to guarantee reclamation or cleanup. I reviewed that earlier. What was that again? 40,000?
$40,250.
Thank you. No sense. I'm teasing. Okay, that's the findings. Any last questions or anything you want to add at the end, Jeff?
Mr. Chair, Mike Proud.
No.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'd like to put forth a motion to approve with the 7 conditions.
Mike moves to recommend the approval to the county board. By the way, it would be on their June 1st meeting. Is there a second?
Mr. Chair, this is Sean. I'll second that motion.
Okay. Mike moves, Sean seconds. That motion to recommend approval of the county board. Any discussion on that motion?
I got one question in regards on recommendations. Do we need to approach the issue of lighting so it's directed away from the properties? I realize they're a distance away, but we've addressed this before in other mining operations, that the lighting be directed more down into the operation and not blasting all over the place, so to speak. Do we need to address that now?
Do we want to do that, members?
Well, he's right. We have included that before, and as a service to the surrounding community to make sure that they have something saying you control your lighting in time and direction.
Could it be an 8th condition, Heidi?
Yeah, I think I can add that to condition number 5, where we say all performance standards contained in section 7.17. I can include the lighting section in that too.
Got it. And for Mr. Kramer's purpose, on the other pits that we've done this, some of the neighbors complained that the lighting for the site was directed too high up and it was like shining into their yards versus more downward and into the pit itself for the operation. So just some sensitivity towards that regard. That's what Rich is talking about. So by Heidi changing that to item number 5 or adding that, tweaking number 5, does that meet the motion and the second motion?
Mr. Chair, can I get clarification that on what the expiration date and the hours of operation will be, if you're going with what the applicant requested, or
I think that was
something else?
assumed, but that's a good point. 8 to 6, Monday through Saturday, and then no holidays. And then the December 31st, 2023. That's what the request was?
Yeah, 6 to 8, Monday through Saturday, no Sundays or holidays, and then December 31st, 2023. Yeah.
Got it. Anybody got a problem with that?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Doesn't look like it, so that's confirmed then, yes. So again, we got a motion and a second. No discussion. When I call for the recommendation to the county board for June 1st, when I call your name, if you're for that motion, say aye. If you're opposed, say nay. Jason Wienerman?
Aye.
Sean Blackburn?
Aye.
Jason Crone?
Aye.
Ken Mossman?
Aye.
Mike Perrell?
Aye.
Rich Blankish?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. So the recommendation is made, Jeff. The county board meeting is June 1st. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Anything else by planning commission members? If not, thanks for an expedient meeting. And Heidi?
Just wanted to let you guys all know we will be in person for the July Planning Commission meeting. So still virtual for June, in person for July.
Okay. We got something to look forward to. Jason's going to have to shave.
I will. I know. It's getting shaggy again.
I'm going to have to comb my hair. Okay, guys. Meeting adjourned. Have a good night.
Good meeting. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Heidi Shell.